Ugh.
Alright, fucking talk.
Other news, we announced a giveaway we're doing soon.
Yeah, give me a rundown of that. Yeah, see, it was so bad. I knew it was like just the worst thing ever. Like, I should have felt worse about it when a priest didn't compliment me on it. Like,
Welcome back
you don't like
to
the sounds I'm making.
the 22nd, 3rd?
I think 4th.
The 24th episode of SpaceShow.
We can almost pay. We're almost gonna have to pay for insurance because we're almost up 25.
I thought it was 26.
25.
All right, at 25.
25.
You heard it here first. What happened to your gauges?
I took them out. I just forgot to put them back in. I
Nice.
took them out of the shower and just literally just forgot to put them back in.
Dude, I almost fucked up my left gauge.
Wait, define fucked up.
Like, it wasn't going in for a little bit. So,
like what?
I tried stretching them again. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm at a 4 right now, and I want to go to a 2.
That's what I meant.
So I put in the 2s and, like, stretched them. But, like, you know how the tapers have to go in and then you put in the gauge, like,
Yeah.
right after? And, like, it follows it?
Yeah.
It wasn't going through. Like, the gauge itself wasn't going through. The taper went through fine, and I tried it 3 times, and after the 3rd time, like, this is officially too much work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay at a 4. So I'm like, whatever, let me just put my 4s back in, kept them in. And then I took them out for, like, a couple of days just to let the holes, like, close a little bit.
No.
Well, I'm sure something must have happened to my left ear towards either getting infected
Yeah.
or, like, it just wasn't healing well. 'Cause
Yeah.
It started swelling and, like, getting warm. And it was a little tender to the touch. Tender.
Oh, TT to the T.
Yeah, TT to the T.
Tender to the touch.
So I'm like, all right, let me ask Professor Google what's going on.
Yeah.
Probably an infection. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, what's the solution besides doctor?
Yeah.
Apparently cleaning it. But man, for like 3 days, it was so painful to get in. To like clean around it. I think we're good now.
Yeah, it does look a little swollen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of my ears got infected when I got them pierced. How long ago did you get your ears pierced?
I got my ears pierced day 1 of move-ins for Legends.
2019.
2019, because leadership moved in a day early. And my parents have always had the rule, if I get piercings or tattoos, I cannot live in the house. So the day I didn't live in the house for 3 months, I went and got them pierced. I'm like, all right, cool. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
That's
And then when I
fair.
showed up at home after finals, my dad's looking, he's like, oh, I like your ears. That's it? I thought we were about to get in like a yelling fight.
He actually approves. He's like, damn, I was wondering when you were going to start improving your look.
But I never talked to them about stretching my ears.
Yeah.
I just did it, and no one's spoken of it.
Do you think they know?
They have to, right? Like, at this size?
No. My dad goes, did your gauges get bigger? I'm like, Dad, I haven't stretched my ears out in like a year.
Well, I only ever had them pierced. I never had them stretched, or like never told them. And Viv's argument is, since I'm taller than my parents, they can't see. But I'm like, I sit down around them. It's not like I'm always towering over.
No, your parents are literal dwarves.
They are 3 foot nothing.
But that's so weird. Your ears are, I assume, healed now.
Yeah,
Like,
but then like I
how
tried
would they
re-stretching them.
How would they get infected though?
Because when
not
you
a
stretch
bit
it, like,
wound.
doesn't it tear the skin?
Not like open wound style to where they get infected.
That's true.
Maybe it depends on how fast you fucking stretching your ears.
I was just punching it.
Rip it open. Tear that bitch.
You sure looks loud. I am turning your game down.
Stretching kind of hurts. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm peeking. Hello.
All right, that looks better.
This is much more ideal. Sorry.
Sorry that Danny was shouting.
I got excited.
But yeah, I don't know, like, because it feels like it's something's tearing because you're stretching them.
Yeah.
You're stretching your ears. But like the next day it felt fine, but then
Yeah.
a couple days afterwards it was like, holy crap, I am in pain.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever experienced something like that.
Because I also think it's because I didn't commit to the newer size,
Yeah.
so they were just stretched and then going back to the same thing for no reason.
Yeah. Aren't yours silicone? Are they soft?
No, these are metal.
Oh, those are metal?
Because since working in a hospital,
Oh.
I heard that silicone gets much more easily infected. And you
Really?
can just like wipe these down with alcohol.
Yeah, I like my metal ones. But they say silicone's better because it helps the skin be able
I've
to
also
breathe
heard that.
easier.
Yeah, like at work, every once in a while I'll just take an alcohol wipe,
Yeah.
rub it. Speaking of work, We're recording at 9:17 at night on a Friday. I have to be at work in an hour and a half because I'm working an 8-hour midnight shift. I am that dedicated to the people. You're welcome.
Wow, he's going to be out there saving lives.
I'm going to be out there wiping lives.
On the front line.
Dude, so I got the job in February, right?
Yeah.
And then COVID hit like March, April-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably, right?
Familiar.
And a bunch of people like healthcare workers, saving lives, frontline workers. And my family would like gas me up like, aren't you a frontline worker? I mean, I just started and no. If anyone has little to do with the quality of life for a person, it's probably me.
Listen, you are just as much on the front line for COVID as I am as a DoorDash driver. So
that's true. We're providing services.
We have to stand up for each other.
Hey, man. Frontline. No, I'm not even going to try making a joke.
Frontline Plus. Flea Advantage Guard. Right?
I think that's something, right?
Maybe sponsored? SpaceShow sponsored by Fleet Medicine.
First, we get whatever that is.
Advanced Guard?
Yeah. What is that?
Or what is it? I forgot the name of it already.
Fleet? What's Fleet?
Fleas.
Oh, we're going to get like flea guards?
Flea guards.
Like we're going to get collars?
Yeah, or like the little dropper thing that you put on the dog that keeps all the fleas away.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we're going to go with that first.
I don't have a dog. Actually, I do have a dog now.
You do? You want to talk about the dog?
Didn't we already talk about the dog last week?
You said you were going to get a dog, or you might be getting a dog.
Oh, yeah, well, we got the dog.
That was it. Thanks for coming to SpaceShow.
We're fostering her. She's an 11-year-old lab, I think, of some sort.
Deaf as a doorknob.
Yeah, dude. One day, one of our roommates just screams in her ears. She's like, "Owie!" And like the dog just like has no response.
No.
It's like, yeah, this dog's deaf.
Poor girl.
Deaf. But yeah, apparently she might be getting adopted next week by this woman who is apparently she just like adopts older dogs. She has the farm down south.
Oh, no.
Big farm down south where she raises horses and adopts elderly dogs and just lets them roam free.
Shout out to Ellie. This podcast is dedicated to Ellie.
Yeah, my dog, right?
Yeah, your dog. What up, dog?
My dog, my homie, right? Or my dog, or Ellie. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is allergy talk, so I'm gonna be sniffling and sneezing and burping.
Why don't you take medicine?
I did.
I've been medicated every day of my life.
I'm so medicated
since I was like 6.
So medicated right now. For allergies, you?
Yeah. Because there was one night, my mom noticed like I was barely breathing. It was just like a bunch of wheezing, and like she looked at my eyes and they were like super swollen.
In the back of my head, purple.
And she woke me up like, "We're going to the emergency room." I think so, at least something along the lines. I'm like, "Oi!" I'm like half asleep, and all of a sudden they're like looking at me. I think I got a shot, and then the next couple of days, I just remember getting nope, wrong dial.
Oh,
wrong. There you go. I don't know which way. I think it's the other way.
Yeah.
I think that's turning the gain up.
Yeah.
That was gain up.
I also got closer to the mic.
But yeah, and then they just kind of said, "All right, here's some pills. Keep taking these until forever." So I've been on that young Allegra D
every day,
pretty much. It's year round, but I mean, in the winter I can get a little more away with it. There will be days where like, man, this sucks. But like in the spring and summer, it is horrible.
What are you allergic to? Do you know specifically?
I'm sure there was an answer at one point.
Yeah.
But I was so young. I mean, pollen, I think. Grass. Not grass. But like, just like outdoors.
Grass. I think I'm allergic to grass, actually, because I get very itchy. Yeah, grass. I get very itchy when I'm, like, in the grass.
Okay.
It fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But
like, during drum corps, I'd have to, like, put on my shirt to, like, do the whatever exercises on. Like, this sucks, because if I don't do this, my back's going to be itchy as hell.
Man, my one gripe about drum corps is that I didn't get to take off my shoes enough.
Which was the rule.
Why? Why?
What if someone left a rusty nail?
Where? I'm standing in the same spot.
And what if there's a rusty nail in that spot? You know how many times you'd step on it?
Once. I would hope.
You wouldn't learn the first time. That was always the argument that we were told to make for leadership. Like, just make it sound dumb. Rusty nails everywhere.
Okay, but I get that when you're, like, walking around, but, like, when I'm standing there playing my marimba, like...
I do think that, like, front ensemble should, like, a little leniency, because, like,
especially if we don't have symbols that we're picking up and setting down, like...
Nice symbol.
Nice symbol. Yeah. But we don't have like hand crashes. We're not. Those are like what people drop on their feet and like damn near cut off their toes with.
Is that like a thing that happens?
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. But like we don't have symbols like that except on the rack, and like no one played that except for the rack dudes.
No one played rack except for rack.
Yeah. Except the guys on Iraq.
If you offered me any amount of money, I could not tell you any of the rack kids' names.
God, I hope they're not listening.
I'm really sorry. Didn't one of them march pie?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah. He didn't talk much. I'm blanking on his name too. Jake. His name's Jake.
Oh, J-Balls?
No, not J-Balls.
Shit.
You should go like J-Balls music page, though, on Facebook and Instagram.
You want to give him a shout out? What is it?
J-Balls music.
J-Ball.
No.
The balls.
I'm pretty sure it's Joshua Bowling music. Josh Bowling music, something like that.
I will not lie to you. I got him and Carter confused quite often. Just from looks.
Everyone said that to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they look alike at all.
They kind of don't, but it's just the hair and like the stature.
First of all, J-Balls was going to be a freshman in college, and Carter was a senior. He's
all right,
aging out.
I'm 22, and I look like a 5-year-old. What? You're dropping shit.
I'm dropping the ball.
I miss when you were in a little computer screen where I didn't have to see you.
I'm heavily medicated right now. On allergy medicine.
Other news, we announced a giveaway we're doing soon.
Yeah, give me a rundown of that.
We hit our Instagram goal within like 2 days.
Hey!
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, I think we're at 51 now. We exceeded.
I'll drink to that.
Hell yeah. And I think we're 4 away for our YouTube goal. As of today.
I'll drink to that too.
As of September 25th, 2020. Because you know how long this will go.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we have stickers. We're finally professional.
We have merch.
Yeah, buy our merch.
Buy our shirts.
I looked into a Teespring.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's free to run. They do all of it.
Just like free to keep the links up and stuff.
Yeah, you own nothing. You get to set the price of everything. It's like they have the cost price of how much it'll be to make, and then you can make the price whatever it is on top of that, and then that's it.
This is
they
what
handle everything.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to hear.
So yeah, we'll consider it.
T-shirts maybe if you guys want it.
Mm-hmm. We just have to get a little different design because I don't want to just pull like the block space show.
It needs to be like the ugliest T-shirts you've ever seen.
I want to get like SS on the shirt for Hitler's secret police.
This is off topic, but you know who Jimmy Butler is?
Basketball player?
Yeah.
Used to play for the Bulls?
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, him and I got paid by the same people.
Yeah, we work in the same building.
You mean Jim? Jimbo?
I mean the CEO of Big Face Coffee.
Excuse you?
Have you heard about this?
No.
In the bubble, he's running a coffee business out of his room.
No!
And he's selling $20 per cup.
Do they just not have coffee there? Like what?
I don't know.
Why is it so lucrative?
But he's making bank, and he fucking made merch. He's rolling up to games now. It says just like plain white T-shirt, and it says Big Face Coffee CEO. His mask says Big Face Coffee owner.
That's really cool.
Yeah, bro. And one of his players, Goran Dragic, had a really good game one night. And he goes, "Hey, your coffee's free tomorrow, Goran."
That's actually really funny.
$20 a cup.
I mean, if you got the money.
I wonder if he thinks that's real.
Like Bill Gates, like how much are pizza rolls?
Yeah, like $20, $15.
$20? Oh, like what is it? 30?
That's good stuff. I wish I could be that rich. Be out of touch with how expensive things are.
I'm too in touch with it.
Yeah, I know the price of too many things. I know I shouldn't know the price of name brand things and generic prices.
Damn, dude.
I'm gonna go to Costco later.
Yeah. So my dad's been doing this thing at Costco, right?
Yeah.
Good old Ed.
Is that where your parents shop too?
Depending.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So he does this thing because you know how because of COVID and people were afraid they couldn't wipe their asses, that they limit how much you can buy of toilet paper and paper towels, right?
Yes.
Like one per customer.
Yes.
He'll go in 3 times.
Why? Wait, he's stockpiling?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I tried asking him too. He's like, well, it's going to get worse when the fall and winter hit. What's going to get worse? Well, the virus. Yeah, what does that have to do with toilet paper, Dad? Like, you should be getting wipes, which I have been stocking up on wipes.
People are going to be wiping their ass more, I think, in the winter.
By wipes, I mean Lysol, not like just flushable wipes. But I tried to ask him, like, what do you mean? Well, like, just in case. Okay, whatever. And he tells me, yeah, I'll go in, buy something, And then when I go back through, I just go to a different register, and then I go to the other line when they check your receipt. And then my third time, I go back to my original line for the receipt.
Oh my god.
And they've like commented like, "Oh, sir, you know someone else looks an awful lot like you that just came through here. And another handsome guy coming through here." I'm like, oh.
Your dad's so suave he can pull that off.
You're damn right. It's his birthday today.
To let him do anything. Happy birthday. How
Happy birthday,
old is the
Gomez.
big man turning?
No idea. All I know is it's his birthday.
Dude, you don't know how old your dad is?
No, I don't know how old my mom is either. They're alive. How old are your parents? Put them on blast. How old are Carol and...
My mom, 61. My dad, 65.
They don't look a day over 23.
Yeah, they look like they should be in college with me.
I like, sometimes patients will have birthdays. This isn't breaching HIPAA.
Sometimes
people have birthdays.
People have birthdays? No way.
And sometimes they'll have to celebrate a birthday in the hospital, which sucks. But it'll always be like they're bored. Like, happy birthday, I'll see balloons. And I always make small talk. Like, oh, it's your birthday? Yeah, I'm like, how old are you? You turned the big 2-1? You want me to get you some liquor?
A little beer?
Yeah, like, I can sneak something in because if it's your special day. I'm like, all right, bring me some rum, which I've never actually committed to.
You know what I used to do is when my grandma was in a nursing home, I used to go and visit her, and at one of her nursing homes, she had a neighbor like sharing a room with her as this like older black lady, and she was the sweetest thing. Her name was Archie, and she would like give me like $15 to go to the gas station and buy chewing tobacco for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Get you some chaw.
Yeah, like dead ass.
Wait, how old do you have to be to get chaw?
Definitely over 18.
And you would go on your own?
I was like 6 or 7. No, my uncle would come with me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like,
I was not
I want some grizz. I want some grizz.
Yeah. I'm just buying for this nice lady in the...
It's for my grandma's friend.
Archie. It's for Archie.
What's her last name?
Yeah. That lady.
Dude,
she was awesome.
Speaking of nursing homes.
Yeah.
I trained in one.
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of heart to work in one of those.
Or a terrible ass person, because I heard some very bad stories.
I don't want to say that it's like justified, because neglect is definitely an issue, right?
Yeah.
But from what I've heard in like a lot of nursing homes, the staffing ratio is horrible. So like in a hospital, a nurse can only have up to like 5 patients.
Yeah.
At least at my hospital, that's our policy. At a nursing home, it can be like 20.
Yeah.
Which is like awful.
Yeah.
And like just seeing that, I'm like, okay, things make a lot more sense. But also, it also looks like sometimes people just kind of go into those positions knowing what the expectation is. Like, oh, you're going to have a lot of patients, so you can't do the best of.
Yeah, I can get away with doing the bare minimum.
Yeah, it just depends what kind of person you're working with.
It's kind of whack.
But dude, it takes a special kind of person.
It'd be difficult to be in that environment, and I don't know, the smell of a nursing home might get to me.
Oh, dude, it wasn't great. It was not amazing. Giving my first shower was definitely an experience.
Oh, you shower with someone?
Yeah, we both got naked and we're like, all right, me first, get my
I'm just
back.
as uncomfortable as you.
If I get naked too, it'll make you comfortable.
Just makes the experience a little bit more personable for the person, you know?
Dude,
that's next level care.
It's called comping off, when like you have to show you can do a skill for a professor or like an instructor.
Yeah.
So to become a CNA, as your boy is, you have to comp off on a bunch of skills. I had to comp off on hand washing to show someone that I am competent enough to wash my hands for 20 seconds, not touch the faucet, only like not press up against the sink. But like other stuff, it's how to turn people, how to bathe someone.
Yeah. So
like someone's watching you bathe someone else. I'm like, this is kind of weird, man.
That's good.
You know, there's a lot of skills. It's a lot of weird skills.
Are you growing sideburns? I've noticed. Are you?
Yeah,
did you
notice that?
Are you growing out your facial hair a little bit?
You're noticing my burns?
I am seeing your burns a little bit. They're going to the bottom of your ears.
Yeah, I've never had something pay off more than this moment right here.
Wow. That's wow.
Yeah.
I was
like dead ass.
Yeah.
Wow, or like
no. I'm impressed because I was like looking. I was like, oh man, Eddie forgot to shave, and then I was like, wait a minute, Eddie forgot to shave. Eddie needs to shave his sideburns now. But yeah, you want to participate in Goat Fest?
Is that where you just is that like No Shave November but for your goat?
Yeah, for your goat.
I mean, it's gonna look bad. I'm trying to get neck hair right here.
It's not supposed to look good.
And then I got this, and like still I got the edges of a mustache, but the middle won't fill in. I got the reverse Chaplin.
Yeah, pretty much same, except it's a little bit more full.
No, yours like it will at least look.
It's coming in the cheeks a little bit more, but
yeah, I have been growing out my sideburns actually. This is probably at least like a month and a half, 2 months.
Looking like Mr. Mike Abel.
That's I always complimented him on his sideburns. Every time he'd come back from tour, Mike, I like the sideburns.
Yeah.
There's this dude Tom Benko on the Bulls drum line. He drummed for the Blue Man Group for a little bit.
Yeah.
Phenomenal burns. I always let him know, like, Tom, you got some good sideburns.
Hey, you're fucking right now.
If someone's got burns and you acknowledge it, it'll make their day. Like this, I don't even have to go to work. I'll get fired and it'll still be a good day.
Yeah. I get robbed.
But yeah, no, I've been keeping up. I don't know how to like really blend it too well.
It's just gotta grow in more thick.
But yeah, no, I like look at the ear, I shave up to there, and then we're good.
I usually try to go about halfway ear. I shave my burns all the way.
I've just been committing because I've told you how my right side grows in more than my left side, right?
I see it.
It's a little more prominent now, but like
you have a better burn on your right side. More full. I like.
That's why I'm always on this side to the camera, the money side.
The better side.
Yeah.
I see.
Man, it feels good to talk about facial hair.
Yeah, both sides are bad for me, so.
This is what I've been missing out on.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a man. We should grow a mustache.
Dude, I can't grow a mustache.
This November. It doesn't matter. You think I could grow a mustache? What business did I have growing a mustache my freshman year?
Dude, it looks so bad, but I hyped it.
That's the thing. Yeah, see, it was so bad. I knew it was like just the worst thing ever. Like I should have felt worse about it when a priest didn't compliment me on it. Like, oh man, I was literally standing behind a guy who had a mustache, like leaving the Newman Center on campus, and like the guy in front of me got wished. He's like, "Oh, dude, nice mustache." The priest said, and then I was like, he goes, "Peace be with you." I'm like, good.
I'm converting.
Yeah.
My favorite story about your mustache is when you and the ex-quads had that moment together. Because I guess legend has it, for the Kentucky Regional, they just grow out their mustaches.
Yeah.
And they shave down for that day and then shave them off.
A couple of handsome-looking gentlemen that day. Quad looked really fucking good that day. Well, I don't know what it was.
Something about it, like less rim.
Something about it. They were just playing really clean that day. It sounded like sweet ear music to me.
It sounded like they were whispering sweet nothings into my ear.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they were playing and my pants were just slipping off.
Oh my god.
I miss it.
Same. Yeah. Following some of them dudes on Instagram.
Yeah.
I was going through some stories and someone shared something like their memories.
Yeah.
The picture of all of them at the Indie Regional reaching up for the award popped up and I hysterically was laughing. It was just the whole 5 dudes.
Yeah. Up
for awards. And then when they announced Rhythm X, they all go up for it. They all reach out. And this poor little girl is just like doesn't know what to do. The photo's so awkward, but you can tell they're having such a good time.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah. Because, like, you have to talk about that. There would at least be one person that didn't step up if it was an accident.
Like, it was, like, funny enough just to have, like, 5, which is, like, way too many cooks in the kitchen to begin with. But then, like, they all reach for one single award. Like, there's a fucking line of them, and, like, they're all just surrounding this girl.
Bro.
My award, please.
No, it's my award. No, mine.
Never got to take an award home, sadly.
We got 2 up there if you want one.
I'm okay. Those are both from Pi?
No, they're mine. Mine.
Those are both from the Romeoville, Illinois-based percussion group.
It's from
Pi.
Nexus Indoor Percussion. Let me see. What are those from? So we have...
Sit down.
WGI Chicago Regional, first place open class Bourbonnais 2019. And then I think that one's also first place for the St. Louis Regional, but there's a patch in the way.
Yeah, it's Pi, so shit I didn't go to. Whatever. Yeah, I don't want it.
I don't think anyone from Pi is listening. I'll have you know, they don't have one award as Pi Percussion. Like they don't have one. The organization does not have any awards in their possession since they've turned into Pi Percussion.
What are those WGI trophies chilling at Romeoville then? I wonder
those are Pioneer Indoor.
That doesn't exist anymore.
That's what I'm saying. As Pi Percussion, every award that they've earned, they do not have.
You said nobody from Pi is listening? I doubt that.
Probably staff. I imagine staff isn't.
Okay.
They don't give a heck about me.
Are they gonna fold?
I saw something about Pi Percussion studio sessions or something.
Yeah.
And I tried asking one of my former students that's there. I'm like, what is that? Did they tell you guys anything? Like any member page or whatever?
Yeah.
And he responded, Paul Jones, the intern from episode whatever.
I still have met our fucking intern.
Yeah, dude, he's great. Great stash. I convinced him to shave just to a stash.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you'll be the judge of that one?
I'll be the judge. Yep.
But yeah, I tried asking him and he's not sure. To me, it sounds like it'll just be an online educational program just to keep him afloat, get some dollars rolling in. Yeah. Because like WGI is probably not happening.
Yeah, honestly, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. That this is the second season that's canceled by it now, because it canceled the other last season.
I just think it's wild how like this season doesn't even have a chance to start.
Yep.
Like at least last season, people were competing.
Yeah.
We had some standings, but this season like nothing's happening.
All I'm saying is, when I stopped marching, the world went to shit.
I'm just saying, once I aged out, there's been no more band. Ever since X cut me, they haven't gone to finals.
There hasn't even been a finals.
Dude, like, imagine what would have changed.
Basically overthrew the whole fucking
Cutting
system.
me caused coronavirus. It was around the same time.
I like to use that argument with my family because I'm very pissed off at my extended family.
Like cousins?
Yeah, like the ones that I see at family parties. First of all, they're all pretty distant family members. Like my family in Costa Rica is more closely related to me than the people I see at family parties. Technically, like Christmas, Easter, shit like that.
Gotcha.
So, at my last Christmas party last year, the family, like it's a tradition every single year, someone who I've seen like every year of my life, multiple times a year, at parties. I've been to her mom's funeral. I was like, she comes up to me and she goes, just checking, your name's Chris, right? And I'm like,
bro,
no, not at all.
Why didn't you say yes?
Well, and then it gets worse.
Okay.
And I'm like, no. And then she digs the hole deeper and turns to her brother, who I also know his name. He goes, and she goes, John, do you know his name? He goes, ooh, darn.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
You're kidding, right? I was like, after that party, after that happened, first of all, I took a nap the rest of the party. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, fair.
And after that, I said, I'm never going to a family party again. And I'm just saying, I haven't been back to a family party since because there have been none. Because of fucking Corona.
I did that same shit to my mom.
Yeah.
Where I had some people over to swim, maybe like earlier this month.
Yeah.
Mickey, his girlfriend, the twins.
Yeah.
Audrey. I guess that was it. And my mom's hanging out with us outside. She's drinking a little bit. And I'm like, Mom, what are their names?
That's terrible. You really threw
out of nowhere.
I
just kind of told her, what are their names? She started cussing me out. You asshole mother. I'm like, yeah, I just want, do you know their names? The twins. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay. Mickey. And he looks at Rachel. Jessica?
Does he know Rachel's name?
I'm like, Mom, she's been around before.
They're gonna get... Never mind.
And then she didn't get Audrey at all. I'm like, well, Audrey's at least a little new, but like didn't know Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Sue really out here.
It's pretty funny. Although, to be fair, I mean, playing devil's advocate, I hope they're listening. I like only got their names at like the second to last function I was at.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
It's confusing, and I'm really bad with names. Mm-hmm. Like, especially when they're twins and they look like.
Kyle's the sadder one. Ryan's the magic one.
The magic one?
Yeah.
They both skateboard though.
But one's a magician.
Wait, really? How have I never known this?
Yeah, he does magic.
I've met him like 17 times.
He's also an ordained minister. I'm trying to get him to do Viv and I's wedding.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Like, ordained in what?
Ministering? He like paid the $50 to get that certificate.
There's like an online ordination that he paid for it. But like, what's it in?
I don't know. A bunch of Legends people did it this summer too.
What?
You can just pay like $50 and you're allowed to marry people.
Why is that something you'd want? Is that how Guy Fieri married 101 gay people in one day?
Probably.
Have you seen that picture?
No. But I believe you.
It happened. It's not a fake thing. It's not fake news. It happened.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to convince Viv, like, can we get Ryan to marry us? Why? He's just going to do magic. I'm like, yeah, he's going to do magic. Because I can't get married in the church.
Can't.
I cannot.
Why?
I learned through our high school that you can only get married in the church if you have 3 certain sacraments previously. Baptism, confirmation, First Eucharist.
Oh.
I have baptism.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And you need documentation, or else the church won't let you get married there.
You never got Eucharist at high school?
That's different. There's your first communion, Eucharist, and then there's Eucharist.
Yeah.
So I never got my first one. I was never like, this is the body or whatever. Like, I understand what it is, but there's like a whole ceremony.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got my sacraments. I'm caught up.
I'm not, so I can't get married in the church. So the next best thing is a magician.
Really? You can't get married in a church? That's crazy.
Mm-mm.
This is news to me.
So yeah, I'm trying to, like, imagine I lay down in a box.
He cuts you in half.
He cuts me in half, and then he brings me together, and then Viv comes out the bottom half, and then we get married.
And then I come out the top half, and punch you in the face, and say, "My sir."
And then what if you made the rings up here?
He goes,
"Baboom!"
And then he makes flowers in the aisle fall from the sky.
You may now kiss the bride, and then he turns away in smoke.
And it disappears. Never to be seen again.
How cool would that be? Aren't you sold now?
I'm sold. I'd like to be at this wedding.
Mm-hmm. See?
Now, what sort of food just are we talking? Like the important things.
Just open bar, no food.
So there's actually no food allowed at the wedding at all.
No.
Only alcohol, not even water.
No ice, because we don't want you chewing on
Everything's
anything.
warm. No gum. Should be nothing resembling food. Like, no, not even like shade.
Nothing even food sounding.
No cherry flavored anything. Everything's straight flavored.
No lunch boxes.
Yeah, everything's straight flavored. No flavoring. No flavorings at all. Like no fruit shit.
It's actually just tequila.
Tequila with tequila ice cubes.
Can you freeze it? That'd take a really cold freezer.
Very cold. Yeah, low boiling point. Low boiling point. Yes, I got it right the first time. Low melting point.
Okay. I don't want.
That's why you can put it in the freezer and it doesn't freeze.
That's why I just keep my liquor in freezers.
Its melting point is very low.
Mm-hmm. I think I did that once, and someone questioned me, a woman in my life, either my mother or Viv, because those are the only women in my life. And I said, it's going to freeze. No, it won't.
I've always been putting alcohol in the freezer, but now what I'm doing is chilling glasses, too.
That's also really nice.
Perks of having a bartender girlfriend.
Yeah, how's that going for her?
Very good. She's opening my eyes to a lot of different drinks and combinations. Also, living with Dino last year.
Dino.
He opened my eyes to a lot of different drinks. He makes me... My favorite of his is probably like a coffee cocktail, he calls it. It's really, really good, actually.
Speaking of drinking, Audrey was very upset with us last episode.
Wait, why?
Because we kept saying Jameson.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of Bailey's.
Yeah, I knew somebody was...
Dude, listening back to that, I was pissed. I'm like, no, shut up. That's not what it is. Stop. We went on for so long and was just wrong about it.
I'm going to go ahead and blame you for that entirely.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's move past it then. God, I can't believe you.
Sorry.
But yeah.
You want to work for me tonight?
No, I'm okay.
No, I respect that.
I gotta wipe my own ass before I can wipe other people's.
It's a skill.
You gotta...
I comped off on that.
Do you, like, spread it apart and then get in there? Or, like, how does it work?
I go in the hole
You, like,
and just pull it out.
With your headlamp and shit on?
Really, the only thing that, like, they kind of teach you is front to back.
No exceptions.
Why would you go back to front?
It's just easier sometimes.
Go on. Do you know where you're getting the poopy at that point?
Well, you don't wipe it all the way into the other parts. And the other bits.
Where's the cutoff point? Clearly, you're not an experienced wiper.
Where the butthole ends. Where the butthole stops and where the poop is no longer. That's where you wipe.
Yeah, but it's between, like, cheeks, so, like, spreads.
This is fucking terrible.
Dude.
Conversation.
You cannot understand how desensitized I am to most bodily fluids and substances. Vomit, I'm still not cool with.
Yeah, we should have an X-rated episode of medical situations, because we could go. I've talked to you all about my medical ordeal and all the different fluids that came out of me in different ways.
I'm just saying, I really like that one idea you had where it's like kind of an unfiltered space show. What was it? Black hole?
Yeah.
I thought that was like a really neat idea. We might have to.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that shit though. Mm-hmm. It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's only shows.
Only pods. We just talk about Tide Pods the whole time. Different other pod-shaped things, escape pods. You know, various pods like bean pods. Bean pods.
Oh, random thing that Viv and I were discussing this week that I feel like you would be entertained by. Are you familiar with the Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Do you remember the character Foop?
Poof backwards, yeah. Foop, the evil baby, yeah.
That's about it. That was as funny as I got.
Alright.
Here's the thing about Fairly Odd Parents. I'm like, Foop. Do you remember Foop? No, do you mean Poof?
Can't believe
no, I mean Foop, the cube one.
Can't believe that was a fucking real ass show. And it only recently just got ended, or maybe it's still going on.
It got canceled. Because that guy, the creator, artist, he's on YouTube now.
Rich Hartman, yeah.
Yeah, he just interviews old Nick stars, draws them, interviews people. It's pretty cool.
That is very cool, actually.
We were looking up all the anti-fairies, and I think it was the one that really got me was anti-Jorgen font anti-strangle.
God, that show is fucking so funny.
It was really ahead of its time.
Jorgen von Strangle.
Jorgen von anti-Jorgen von anti-strangle.
The rules.
Bucky McBadbat.
Chester McBadbat.
He wore a bag on his head because he was so ashamed of how bad he was at baseball.
Dinkelberg. This is where I put my trophy.
If I had one.
Oh man, that was honestly the greatest era of cartoons in my opinion. Like,
oh for sure.
Was that on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
That was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, like because it was like Timmy.
The Timmy Jimmy Power Hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say Timmy and Jimmy Neutron were like always like hand in hand. Fucking so good, and like the crossover movies were so good.
Oh yeah, freaking fire.
There's some connection to where, because those movies take place in the same universe, you can connect that The Room took place in the same universe as some other really crazy movie like Fight Club or something like that.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like Fairly Odd Parents.
No, it's like it's because like there's like so many actors that like overlay and like characters. I mean,
there's like an argument that can be made.
There's that they all take place in the same universe. Just some bullshit like that.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Takes place in a futuristic apocalyptic version of Powerpuff Girls.
I could believe that.
Yeah, because there's some frame where Samurai Jack's walking.
Yeah.
And there's like a city that looks like Townsville, I think, in the distance. And then there's a billboard that's torn down, but has the exact same image as one in Townsville. Oh. The town from Powerpuff Girls, for those of you that are uneducated.
Yeah.
Sugar, spice, and everything lit.
Should be the bio of this podcast. No, it's okay. It's kind of dumb. Stupid. Yep. All right, that about does it.
Are you done? Are we cutting it?
No.
We got 40 minutes.
No.
That was good.
No, I'm joking. Please don't stop. I really don't care unless you got something.
Give me a moment. I'm sure I can think of something.
Looking
at this wall. It's inspiration.
I could fill up time with basketball talk.
Okay.
So what's new? The Heat. Remember I told you that about I think last we talked about the Heat. They overthrew the number 1 seed. Mm-hmm. The Bucks. Giannis.
Oh yeah, my boy. He works for the Bulls.
No, Giannis does not work for the Bulls.
I'm pretty
Jimmy
sure.
Buckets though.
I'm pretty sure I know who works for the Bulls.
I'll fight you. Head guy on the Heat, Jimmy Buckets, used to be on the Bulls.
Okay.
And they're up 3-1 again to the Boston Celtics, who are 3rd seed, and they're in the conference finals, which is the last time Heat and Celtics have been in a conference finals since LeBron and Kevin Garnett. Speaking of Kevin Garnett, have you seen Uncut Gems?
I haven't. I've meant to.
You should watch it. You should watch that. Because, well, one, Kevin Garnett's in it.
Okay.
And he's pretty funny. but also that movie is just like Adam Sandler does a really, really good job in it, and it's also just very, very good.
I think that's what was pushing me away from it, because it's Adam Sandler, and like I know him from Happy Madison shit.
Honestly, like, you love the character. He's kind of annoying at first, but like you get to like love the character.
Like a Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's not dumb in the same way. He's just like so fucking loud and obnoxious, and he's just like kind of like a dickhead. But
I've been rewatching Breaking Bad recently.
Yeah.
So good.
What number of rewatch is this? Like 17?
I think, yeah, something like that. But I started in the middle of the show because I didn't want to watch all the backstory again.
I saw it was like the anniversary for the release of the Ozymandias episode, the episode that's like really, really fucking crazy.
The one it's like considered one of the best episodes in all
it's like
television.
A movie, yeah. Mm-hmm. I wanted to rewatch that, but I haven't yet.
Oh.
What?
You want to hear how much of a nerd I am?
No.
I officially, I think, no longer have friends. I started getting into comics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I collect basketball cards.
Yeah. I think we need better hobbies. I think we need more friends.
Do you think we should join the marching band?
There's so many opportunities for just friendships there. I started reading Spider-Man.
The comics.
Correct.
Like what? Like the real Spider-Man comics, the one that he's birthed from? Stan Lee?
No, I'm not reading the Stan Lee ones.
Okay.
Because I was trying looking up like reviews, like, because I didn't want to just pick up a comic and say, go. I looked up like what's a good starting spot, like, because there's so many different offshoots.
Yeah.
The Stan Lee one is called, I think, just like Amazing Spider-Man, which was made in 50-something, 60-something, and it's like, people say it's just super outdated because it was modern for the time. It was supposed to take place then.
Oh.
So, like, you can only imagine what you'd be reading.
Yeah.
I'm reading what's called Ultimate Spider-Man, which was written in 2000 to 2009, but it's like, it's much more modern.
Yeah.
So, like, it kind of takes place roughly around now-ish. Not like 2020, but like...
That's cool.
No one's like, to get that Spider-Man, see?
I want back to Spider-Man now!
But no, it's pretty good.
I dig comics. My brother gave me a graphic novel, I don't know of what, but it's like a comic book. He said it's very, very good. And I've heard there's some like manga. It's very good.
I don't think I'd ever commit to that.
No?
I don't want to.
You don't think you'd stoop to that? Yeah. Reading the comic books from right to left, because that's how I do it in Japan.
Why?
That's how they're printed, so you like read them backwards. Just how they do it. I don't know, man.
We can't let them win.
We can't. We should nuke 2 of their cities. Just kidding. No. Let's cut that out. I apologize to everyone who is Japanese and could be offended by that.
Speaking of offensive things, not even offensive things.
Speaking of offensive things.
Things that people are getting offended about for no reason.
Oh yeah.
The Breonna Taylor stuff.
Yeah. Well, first of all, that's fucking crazy.
That's wild. Like, I saw something that was just like, a black woman was shot and the only charges were for the shots that missed her. I'm like, that's so inappropriate.
The shots through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then her neighbors got shot and those officers got charged before like these officers.
Only one officer got charged.
Yeah.
And it was just for like 3 bullets that didn't hit her, which I'm like, that's fucked up. That's so horrible.
Fucked. Yeah, and they tried making the case that like her boyfriend knew it was the cops the whole time, but like apparently like
the boyfriend was held at a higher bond than the officer.
It's just so fucked up.
And like the argument is, well, he shouldn't have shot at the cops. They walked in unannounced. Like, they claim that they like said something, but all the neighbors are saying we didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
So like, and then, well, he shouldn't have shot. Isn't the point of like people owning guns is to protect yourself in your house? Like, that's the big argument. One of them, at least.
Exactly.
Like one of the top 5.
That's why you're supposed
to. It's
like
like someone breaks in, I'm shooting them.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Why the fuck are plainclothes police officers breaking into apartments without a warrant? That just doesn't make any sense.
I think they had a warrant, but
it's
they did a
no-knock
entry, which is like the big argument. Because if you have a warrant, you can enter somewhere like without permission.
Yeah.
But if they're sleeping, you got to start announcing yourself.
Wasn't it the wrong apartment? Like they just had wrong information. There was intel that said something, but it ended up being false.
I think the news story is that they're trying to blame the ex-boyfriend of her because he's related to drug stuff and like selling or something. So they're like, oh well, if we just put it on him, we thought he was there. But I don't know if that's the actual story at this point. Well, some TV announcer, some basketball announcer, there was some highlight, and the female announcer's like, oh yeah, what do you think of that? So-and-so, I forgot the guy's name.
Jalen Rose, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's a good day for that play. And it's a good day to arrest the cop that murdered Breonna Taylor. And then they cut right to commercial.
Fucking cut it.
Like, damn. Good for that guy.
Yeah, everyone on Twitter was talking about that. It was crazy.
Dude, that shit's wild. I just can't believe, like, that this is an argument that people need to have.
It's really, like, baffling. The fact that just that there is no justice.
Yeah.
Especially when the answer is so clear and so many people are like screaming, like begging for it. Like, the entire city's burning. Like Louisville is just a shit show, I hear.
It's like, how are you going to try preparing for a riot when you know exactly what the issue is? It's not like it's surprising you that people are going to be upset by this verdict. And not to say that you should judge someone's like case based off of what the public wants.
Yeah.
But it's very clear what the right and wrong answers were for this case.
Yeah.
That's the issue people have with it.
Yeah. And then the fact that people try to argue against it or stand up for the other side or other bullshit like that, it's just it's infuriating, like, honestly.
I can't stand that kind of shit.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, the people who are in power won't do anything about it.
And that's why we think you should vote November 3rd?
Vote. Yeah.
4th?
I just filled out my mail ballot?
Mail ballot?
Yeah, so I can get it done at school.
Dope. I'm going in person. Your boy's going to be voting.
Yeah. I would do it in person, but I'm not living
you're not in town, which makes sense.
And you have to vote in, like, your district, don't you, or something like that?
Like, I have to go to my town hall.
But that's right here, so, right?
Yeah. Well, not to cut this short, but I got to start getting ready for work.
Yeah, Ollie's going to be here soon.
So, thank you for listening.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Next week, we're going to have a special guest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, somebody I've never met.
Yeah. Me either.
Really?
No, yeah.
I thought you merged them.
So look forward to that. Hopefully we reach our subscriber goal and can start the giveaway soon.
Yeah, you want these stickers, don't you?
Giving away 3 stickers.
Punk asses.
10 made. And if you want, we can sign them.
3 stickers free for you punk asses.
Yeah.
You better appreciate this shit.
Is that what we're calling our fans? The punk asses?
Punk asses. Bullshit. Nobody's. No, we love you all.
Thanks for listening. Black Lives Matter. Yes. Be sure to vote.
Wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
Vote.